here we go. Back again. Alright? And today is Friday. So yeah, it is the Friday fix. And this is, and I know this for sure, because I even checked, it is the 19th episode, right? And today we are getting it correct, right? And this, of course, is me covering topics of interest that has happened throughout the week. And it's usually determined, the show or the episode is determined, of course, by what happens in the news, where we get our deception. That's basically what it is. It's nothing but lies from the media, non-stop, let's face it. So to begin with, we will touch on some lockdown news, right, in terms of Scotland and the UK, right? And as you can see, this is from the Daily Record, a horrid fucking tabloid. It is terrible, just like the Sun in the UK. But yeah, Nicola Sturgeon, Saint Nick, right, announces lockdown will not be eased and postpones Scotland's route map. Right, so like we have said from the very beginning, we will never, ever fully get out of a lockdown that we are under. The majority of regulations and guidelines that have been brought in by Saint Nick, the Rockefeller lapdog, well, they are here to fucking stay, right? I shit you not. Yeah, COVID, of course, is here to stay. And let's face it, it is the new war on fucking terror, right? COVID is the new Bin Laden, okay? And yeah, this is from the Sun, 11 hours ago. 1 in 3 Brits will be living in lockdown by tomorrow, despite our rate being below whatever they fucking say it is. Cause yeah, they just seem to fucking make it up, right? Again, it's computer modelling. But yeah, most of the UK now under some sort of or form of lockdown. It's a all-out tyranny, and you can't even sing. There's guidelines on singing. So if you want to sing a song in some parts of the UK, I shit you not, in some parts of the UK, fucking forget it, right? If you're singing, the police will be round if you're having a karaoke. So you'll have to knock that on the head, right? But I seen this as well, and this is out today, but from the Independent. But I have been seeing this all week, right, in terms of the UK. As you can see, latest UK updates as London braces for tighter, I wonder, right? Obviously, tighter lockdown measures, right? So yeah, like I said, all week, I have been seeing that different parts of the UK are expecting tighter measures, because although the majority of the UK is still in lockdown, although that is the case, they are still saying that cases are rising. So I think they are not quite done yet. But we will leave lockdowns for the time being, right? Because yeah, it will be back for sure. But in terms of the UK again, this is out today, 2nd of October, BBC. EU starts legal action against UK over deal breach plan. Right, so now they are going to court in regards to even the deal, the Brexit deal, which is most likely never going to happen, I would imagine, because yeah, they wouldn't want the EU breaking up, or would they? I recall seeing an Economist cover the magazine. And it had, I think it was actually from 2016 or 2017, but it had a crowd on the front, and it looked like they had Scotland flags. There was the St Andrew's cross, and I remember thinking, I wonder what sort of plans they have in store for Scotland. And well, we are seeing it fucking today, that is for sure. And yeah, there you go, that's The Economist for you, right? And although I am a big supporter, if you like, of Scottish independence, I don't want independent Scotland to be part of the EU, because no, that wouldn't be being independent. That would just be handing everything over to Brussels when, let's face it, the best people to manage a community is the people that live and fucking work there, right? Now, Westminster in London does not know what is best suited for my community up here in Elgin. It is like a different fucking world, right? That's because basically it is. And yeah, I would be all for independence and more powers to local communities to become more self-sufficient and not relying on anybody else, right? Because let's face it, that is the only fucking way forward. And if we have to take 2 steps back to get there, then so be it. Somebody has to bite the bullet at some point, because of course the UK got forced in to the EU, the European Union even, and it was basically through Ted Heath, who was a paedophilic fucking satanic murderer, basically, let's face it, who was exposed by David Icke, and he never sued David, even though Ted Heath was alive at the time. So David called him out, but Ted done nothing. So what does that tell you? But the people at the EU, most likely the CIA, they had a lot of dirt on Ted Heath. So of course he would happily sign anything. And yeah, he basically handed all the industries in the UK over to Brussels. And yeah, the UK then went into free fall. And here we are today. So yeah, I wouldn't be a fan of the EU, but independence for Scotland is something that I want, but in the right hands, of course. But yeah, moving on from that, I did see this, and this is out today as well, 2nd of October. Madeleine McCann, police hired inmate to get confession from prime suspect in jail. Right. So yeah, a bit shady, that sort of activity from the police. I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking paid the suspect for the confession. Right, that's how corrupt. The corruption in the police, it goes deep. And of course, they are connected as well, big time, with the Freemasons. And I have touched on the Madeleine McCann story, saga, in terms of her father. Well, Jerry was not her biological father, but in terms of Jerry McCann and Madeleine, and what's her name? Kate McCann and Madeleine. Yeah, in terms of the McCann saga, I did do a video about Jerry being a Freemason, and yeah, I stand by that still. And the things I have seen since, because it's a story that rolls all the time. Every month there is something about that McCann saga, and yeah, it has only increased my suspicion suspicions even to Jerry being a Freemason, and I think I will make another video on the McCann saga. Right, so moving on from the McCanns for the time being, I did see this today as well, 4 hours ago, BBC. New galaxies have been found trapped in a web of black holes. Wow, so there you go. Would you Adam and Eve fucking that one? And yeah, a web of black holes, but it's more likely a web of fucking deception. Right, our good friends at NASA, of course. And I seen this as well. The testing in terms of COVID, the testing it's a comedy roadshow when it comes to the tests. And this is BBC again. Nearly 20,000 COVID-19 cases among Amazon workers. So yeah, Jeff Bezos, let's fucking close him down. Right, but of course, the majority of people are dependent upon ordering from Amazon. And I did see this from the New York Times 1 day ago. As you can see, it says, melting ice reveals mummified penguins in Antarctica. Of course, sure, why not, right? And yeah, we will expand on this a wee bit, because as soon as I seen that headline, I thought it was a bit fishy, if you like. Melting ice reveals mummified penguins, right? Birds that appeared freshly dead near an Italian research base turned out to be centuries old. Right. Sure. Why not? Okay. We'll go with that. So how old? From 800 to 5,000. And without boring you too much on this story, I found it quite comical, really. They found these freshly dead, what looked freshly dead penguins, and took them back to the lab to carbon date them, right? As you would with freshly dead penguins, right? And it turned out that they were 800 to 5,000 years old. And of course, the melting of the ice is the big point. So yeah, global warming is basically what they are pushing. And I'm sure that will come as no surprise whatsoever. And I guess we will just have to take their word for it, right? Because yeah, we obviously can't be there, or we're not there when they done this or carried it out. But of course, in terms of carbon dating, it's about as much use as a chocolate teapot, right? And I did see this from the Independent 1 day ago. Elon Musk's SpaceX adds mysterious October rocket launch. Right, so now they are basically fucking just launching anything in secret, or claiming to, at least. But yeah, October seems to be in for, by the sounds of it, a few surprises even. And we will touch on one of them at the end, because there was a surprise today. Would you believe it, right? It never ends, of course. And I seen this in terms of Elon. We will touch on him again, because yeah, I think his rockets need more exposing, right? His fucking plan for Starlink, of course, right? And I seen this from the Bill Gates Guardian, also 2nd of October. Subway bread is not bread. Wow, ain't that a fucking surprise, right? And this is an Irish court has ruled that it can't be classed as bread, because basically it's fucking not, right? And the sugar content is obviously too high. But yeah, again, and we have touched on it in the past, the food that we get given to us by chains like Subway, well, it's toxic and it's best avoided, right, if possible. But yeah, I know that it's easier said than done, right? And this is from the Telegraph one day ago. Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook have a plan to kill the iPhone. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, look out, iPhone. Mark Zuckerberg is coming to fucking kill you. And yeah, I think we know where it is all heading with that. Because even, yeah, it's the phone at the moment, but it's all heading to the implant and the chip, right? That's where it's going. And talking of a killing or someone being killed, yeah, the vaccine is seemingly what everyone wants for Christmas, right? So is Santa going to bring you a vaccine? Have you been good enough for Saint Nick to bring you this wonderful COVID vaccine? But yeah, I'm sure your feelings are similar to mine, and they can indeed stick their fucking vaccine where the sun don't shine, right? We don't want it. And this is from the BBC. Vaccine will not return life to normal in spring. Right, and that's out today. And yeah, this has been all week from every outlet. It's a dead giveaway. Again in The Guardian. COVID-19 vaccine alone won't defeat spread of virus. Report warns. So the experts have been doing some reporting. And yeah, the virus, it's here to fucking stay, right? Happy days. The Times 1 hour ago. Life won't return to normal even after a vaccine. Warn scientists. Right, so even the scientists are now warning about never returning to normal, which of course we knew months and months ago. Birmingham Live. Massive vaccination plan for Birmingham before Christmas involving surely Bill Gates. It has to be, right? Of course he will be involved, but yeah, it's thousands of people, right? So yeah, and they reckon that before Christmas in Birmingham, in England, Birmingham, they will have vaccinated thousands of people. So if you stay in Birmingham, then yeah, I'm sure you will be ecstatic, right? And as you can see, Health Chief says an unprecedented planning process had begun for the city. So yeah, it's unprecedented. Ain't that a fucking surprise? A vaccine for COVID-19 could be available in Birmingham before Christmas. It has been revealed, with plans for a massive immunisation exercise involving hundreds of thousands of people. Right, so hundreds of thousands are going to get this vaccine and be involved in what they are calling experiment, right? So they're going to use people basically as guinea pigs. So yeah, ain't that fantastic? I dread to think of the dangers that people face with this vaccine, right? The Mirror, again, 13 hours ago. Scientists warn it may take until 2022 to roll out what? Well, the vaccine, right? So yeah, we could be waiting a while, and it's typical of the media where you have one paper telling you it's going to be 2022, and then in another paper someone is getting it for fucking Christmas, right? So yeah, people will be panicking and trying to make sure that they have this vaccine, which is, to me, absolutely staggering. And I can only advise people to stay well clear of it. right? That's all I'm going to say on the vaccine for the time being, right? But just finally, today, this has been breaking news. Today, 2nd of October, President Trump, would you believe it, has COVID-19. Him and his wife, Melinda, have seemingly tested positive for COVID. What a fucking surprise that is, right? And yeah, Trump said end of pandemic was in sight hours before testing positive for virus. Bugger, right? So yeah, there it was, just about over. And then Trump tested positive. And he is now away into isolation. Or is it hiding? Right? Is there something about to happen? And lately, well, this week even, there was a debate with Trump and Biden. Now, politics is a circus, right? It is a clown fucking show. And I've had a wee look at this debate, and straight away I noticed Biden's tie, and I knew there would be something that would give the game away. And I recognised the tie instantly, and it's the same tie that I seen on his opponent, Donald Trump, right? And of course, it is a Freemasonic tie. Now that tie's on Biden, that does not necessarily mean that Biden is set to win the election, because of course they control every fucking side, right? That's how deep the deception goes. And that is it for this week's Friday Fix. I will be back on Monday with Meme of the Week, possibly Sunday, right? But until then, have a great weekend, and thank you to everyone who engages with the channel, alright? And that is about it. Bye bye.